Hi guys, hope you're well and you're having a great day wherever you are in the world. My name's Simon, this is Film Scene 21 and it's where I usually like to bring you real 21st century reviews of film and great television and best ways I think those can be enjoyed through home media. However, today is less of a review and more of a reveal because we're going to be taking a look at this cardboard box. Now, it's what's inside that's most exciting and we're going to take a look at it now. I finally decided to pick this up at a very reasonable price, more on that in a little while. It comes shipped in this protected box, but what's inside? I hear some of you say, let's slide out and have a look. That's right, it's the Criterion Collection Ingmar Bergman Cinema. Yeah, this magnificent set of most of Ingmar Bergman's films in this one box set. 39 films, 30 discs, loads of supplements, and a huge 248 page book. Now, I hear some of you say, but what's so special about you acquiring this collection? A number of us have been enjoying the delights of this collection of one of the great masters of cinema for some time. Yeah, I know this has been out since about 2018, and here's a confession here, I've never actually seen an Ingmar Bergman film. Yeah. I've heard some great things, especially about films such as The Seventh Seal, and Fanny and Alexander, and Persona. And I've dabbled with the idea of picking up some individual releases from time to time. And some of those can go for north of £20 each, especially the ones only released in North America. And then I thought, what the heck? What better way to get to know Ingmar Bergman than just grabbing this huge set that Criterion have put out? Now, this usually retails for about £270, $300, which is about £9, $10 a disc, which when you look at it like that is pretty good value, to be honest. But as I've never seen one of his films, I was a little bit reluctant at shelling out all that money in one go. So, and then I heard about these half-price sales that places like Criterion themselves and Barnes & Noble do once or twice a year, but being based in the UK, I knew I wouldn't really be able to take advantage of it, certainly the Barnes & Noble one, and I looked for other avenues, and then I discovered that I could get it through Amazon US via amazon.co.uk site, which means they'd take care of like import duties and taxes and things like that. But I did wonder whether they'd actually be price matching the half price sale prices. So anyway, I put it in my basket, and as you know with Amazon, price fluctuates quite a bit at times for certain things, and so I kept checking the daily price changes, and then one day it happened. Price dropped to about £140. Now that's a bargain, about £4 or £5 a disc, and that's when I went for it. So yeah, here it is. It weighs about 3.1 kilos, roughly £7, so it's got some weight to it. And it's got this stylish photo of the director on the back, and the front has a still from the film Persona. The spine just says Ingmar Bergman Cinema and has the Criterion Collection logo on the bottom there, and that's echoed on the other side where the disc holder and the book are as well. It also came with this index card. So this lists the contents of the set, gives you a summary of the special features, a list of all the films included, and also states on here that you get a 4K restoration of The Seventh Seal and 2K restorations of Crisis, Shame, Fanny and Alexander, and loads more besides. So let's look at the disc holder. Let's slide that out first of all. Okay, on here you have a still from the film, let's swap it that way, still from the film The Seventh Seal from 1957. And on the back you have some nice portraits of the director himself. So as we open this up, another still from on set of 1963's Winter Light, and then you have the discs. See, they are all stored in these slide-in holders. Each one of them has the title of the film in English, in Swedish in parentheses, and then some technical details underneath of that. Now, although some of these films have been released individually before, these actual discs are exclusive to this set with this design. Each one, if I see if I can grab one out, that's it. Each one states, got to be very careful, don't want to damage my discs, Ingmar Bergman Cinema, and they have a number on it. I'll talk more about the numbering in a second. Let's just slide that one back in. Now, there has been some criticism of this slide-in design. I'm not sure how else they could have done it to get 30 discs in one box, but you know, if you've had any problems with that, give some comments below and perhaps let me know how you think they could have improved that better. The penultimate page here has an index of the films in alphabetical order, the year of their release and what disc you can find them on, and the final page is a still from 1951 Summer Interlude, I believe. Okay, so then moving on to the book. As I said before, I think I've mentioned, if I haven't, it's 248 pages, it's huge. Front cover has a still from 1959's The Virgin Spring, and on the back is another portrait of the director, so there's a theme running through everything there. There was a still of the director on the back. This is a phenomenal book. It's got loads of photos and essays from different film historians and some pieces from the director himself. Enough to keep anyone entertained for a very long time, and something where you can find out lots more about each film, something where I'm going to be able to learn more about the films that are in this set once I've watched each one as we go along and not before. Now, getting back to the numbering system that they've used. Now, I don't know about you, but whenever I get a box set or a collection of films, I tend to prefer to watch things in chronological order. However, Criterion have got something else in mind, and I'm going to quote from page 6 of this brilliant book to explain what they mean. We have programmed the movies with the concept of a film festival in mind, kicking off with an opening night showing of Smiles of a Summer Night and anchored by 3 centrepiece programmes, Scenes from a Marriage and Sarabande double feature, The Seventh Seal and Persona. We wrap things up with Fanny and Alexander as our closing night title. So, I mean, I'm likely to follow this suggested sequence and watch these discs in numerical order. But if you got this set, what did you do? Did you follow their suggestion, or would you suggest an alternate order? I mean, put your comments down below. Although I am super keen to get cracking on this, so it's every likelihood I've probably got on with it before you watch this, but I'm really keen to hear what you did. So there it is. I'm really excited to delve into the world of Ingmar Bergman courtesy of this Criterion Collection compilation. If you enjoyed this unboxing and overview, please do give the video a like and leave any comments down below. Your feedback really does help me out to understand what sort of content you'll enjoy. And if you've got any questions about this, I can answer those too. If you like, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm going to put a link down below if you'd like to grab this for yourself. I mean, right now, I have noticed it is at that lower price, around about £145 mark, so go for it. Super bargain. Excellent, and you will not regret it, I'm sure. Really good value. Please do check out my other videos as well, and why not subscribe and hit the bell icon. That way you get notified of my future reviews and other bits and pieces coming your way. So this has been another episode of Film Scene 21. Thank you so much for joining me. As usual, my name's Simon. Bye bye for now and take care. See you next time.